What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Today is another game hunting gone right video. Over the weekend, I had a chance to go to a city bigger than the one I live in, which is like 99% of the US. And I was able to look for some games, and it was not a bust. I found a lot of really cool games that I did not own. And they're on the cheap, so I picked them all up. I have 10 games for 5 different systems. The truth is, I have 11 games for 5 different systems, but I'm only going to talk about 10 because I bought a game that I already owned. I have an Excel spreadsheet that I generally update. I didn't update this game. I don't know why it's not in there, and I bought it. So luckily, it was only $2. Not a bad price. I'll probably give it away. In all reality, I'm not going to try to haggle $2 off of somebody, or I'll just put it on the shelf and have intentions of giving away, just never give it away and forget about it. Anyway, these games, in my opinion, are good games. Some of these games are great games, and I've been looking for some of these games for a long time. They're not Holy Grail games, but they're games that I've really wanted to own and just never had the opportunity. So, with that said, here are 10 games that I was able to pick up in the last, say, week and a half. Hope you had a chance to play some of these games as a kid. If not, hope you have a chance to play some of these games as an adult. That being said, enjoy the video. Mousetrap for the Atari 2600. Now this is a blatant Pac-Man ripoff. But that doesn't mean it's a bad game. In fact, it's a great game. In this game, you're a mouse, you're collecting pellets, and you have to collect checkered flags. Those flags give you the opportunity to morph into a dog and to reset the cats back to the center of the screen. This game is very fun, and if you like Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man and all those, you're going to absolutely love this game. It's a great twist on a classic. Dragster for the Atari 2600. Now guys, I'm no Todd Rogers, but I can still play this game pretty decent. This game is pretty one-dimensional. It's a two-player game. You can't get out of it. You can't just do one player, hence why the bottom car does not move. You shift at the most optimal time to get the best record across the finish line. And after about an hour or so playing, I was getting pretty dang good. But that's it. That's all there is to this game. So this game is, the equivalent of 15 minutes of fame. After that, it gets pretty boring. Give it a chance if you've never have. Other than that, it's kind of forgettable. The Legend of Kage, or The Legend of Kage, or whatever else you want to call it, because it really doesn't matter. It's just a video game. This is for the Nintendo Entertainment System. It's along the lines of Shinobi and Ninja Gaiden, but if you ever wondered what would it be like if Shinobi could float through the air, if he could jump from treetop to treetop like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, well, wonder no more. The game is here. So in this one, you run around and you shoot ninja stars at people, and sometimes you float to the ground, sometimes you don't, sometimes you do these insane jumps. It's kind of weird. It's fun, but it's definitely a weird game. Guerrilla War for the NES. This game is in the same vein as Akira Warriors and POW. You run around with a top-down perspective, shooting enemies and trying to save the good guys. Saving the good guys gives you a lot of points, which makes it very frustrating when you accidentally shoot them because you lose so many points. It's a fun game to start out with. It gets a bit mundane, but the boss battles are pretty fun. It's worth playing through, in my opinion, and I plan to do that on this channel. Yeah, Guerrilla Wars. Good game. Toy Story on the Sega Genesis. Because the Sega Genesis controller only had 3 buttons, you really only have 2 basic moves. That's to whip and to jump. But that doesn't matter because that's pretty much Mario Brothers right there. This is a fun platformer, and who doesn't love Toy Story? I remember seeing the original, this one, in the movies. It was great. In this game, you collect stars, you defend yourself against enemies. You can't really kill them because it's a kid game, but you can whip them and neutralize them for a time being. You reach markers and you advance to the next levels. It's a great platforming game. I highly suggest it. The Atari Anniversary Edition redo on PlayStation. Now, I am always a sucker for these multi-game, old-school video games on newer systems. Atari does it, Capcom does it, Intellivision does it. They all do it. And fortunately or unfortunately, I buy them all. Now, this one has multiple versions of Asteroids. It has Centipedes. It has Gravitar. All the games that you have come to love and appreciate on the Atari. Give this one a shot. It's always a good business getting 10 in 1. Arcade's Greatest Hits, the Midway Collection 2. I did warn you I was a sucker for these compilation games. This one has Blaster, it's got Joust 2, it's got Burger Time, it's got Spy Hunter, Moon Patrol even. Yeah, I think you know which one I'm going to play because that's the game I play the most. Just like the Atari one, give it a shot. It just makes good business sense to buy these compilations. Test Drive 4 for the PlayStation. Now, I tried the original Test Drive, and I thought I'd like this one, but I really don't. The handling's kind of annoying. You really gotta push down, but if you push too hard, it's gonna overcorrect, and you just end up in the wall and in the grass, and it is just frustrating. And it seems like no matter how much you play, you can just never get close to the CPU. They just always seem to outclass you. It could be because I'm a terrible racer, but we'll never know. This is Test Drive 4, so it clearly was a great series that people loved. I'm just not a fan of this particular entry. Panzer General for the PlayStation. Now, in this game, I'm going to tell you right now, you play as the bad guys from World War II. You have an opportunity to change history and rewrite some battles, or if that's not your cup of tea, you can just let them play out and lose like they did. If you are sensitive to that kind of stuff, I understand. don't play this game. If you enjoy good war simulator games like Risk and Axis and Allies, you're going to love this game. Surf's up, dudes. That's right. This is Surfing H3O. Just when you didn't think water could get any more wet, Rockstar proves you wrong. Now, growing up in Southern California, I enjoyed watching and participating in surfing. So I like this game. The controls are a bit hard to master, but once you do, you can catch some sick air. You only start out with a couple of surfers, but as you progress, you gain more and you gain more tricks. It's a really fun game. Give it a shot. So there you guys go. There are my most recent pickups. I am most excited about playing Toy Story on the Sega Genesis and beating it. I'm going to make a video of it for this channel. I'm also going to do a video on Panzer General. It's not going to be a playthrough because it's a very long game. It's going to be more of like a, short 10-minute deets on the game, what it's about, what it looks like, that kind of stuff. So feel free to tune into that when it gets released and give it a watch. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a like. Subscribe if you're not. Share it if you want. If you want to leave a comment, that'd be great. Let me know if this list is worthy of the internet. If you had a chance to play these games, or if you've never heard of them, or if I just wasted money like number 11. Anyway, you guys can reach me at retrobengaming@gmail.com if you want to get a hold of me. As always, take some time to play a game this week. Doesn't have to be one of these games, but if it is, let me know how you did. Be good people. Be good to those around you and keep on gaming. See you later.